Hello everyone, welcome back to chalchanger. If you want to know how to get your Raspberry Pi 4 completely set up, make sure to watch this video all the way to the end.
Let's see what all we need. A Raspberry Pi 4 computer, a monitor and micro HDMI cable, a USB keyboard and mouse, and a USB cable, a microSD card already loaded with Raspberry Pi OS, a USB-C power supply, Raspberry Pi official case, which is completely optional, and Ethernet cable if you're not using Wi-Fi. Now, if you want to know where to buy any of these materials, you should definitely check out the video on the I button above now.
If you would like to install your Raspberry Pi 4 in the official Raspberry Pi case, you should do that before connecting anything else. You can check out how to do that in the video in the I button above. So the first thing you need to do is to install the microSD card into your Raspberry Pi. Note that the microSD card must already have Raspberry Pi OS installed. If your microSD card still doesn't have the OS installed, you can check out how to install the OS in the video on the I button above now. To begin, you would simply flip over your Raspberry Pi and find the microSD slot right here and simply slide your microSD card into the slot until it'll stop and without a click. Then you need to connect a keyboard and mouse. So take a USB cable and connect it to the keyboard just like this and connect it to a USB port on your Raspberry Pi. I would recommend using one of the blue ones since those are faster. Then connect a mouse. You can either connect it to a USB port on your Raspberry Pi like this, but I would recommend connecting it to your keyboard if it has a slot. The next step is to connect a display. Take a micro HDMI cable and connect it to your display. Then connect the cable to the micro HDMI port that is closer to the USB-C port. The next step is to install Ethernet if you're using Ethernet, which you can do by simply installing the Ethernet cable into this Ethernet port right here. Next, connect the power supply to your Raspberry Pi. So take the USB-C end and simply plug it in and connect the plug to a socket. Now you'll need to wait for about a minute. So now a welcome screen is going to pop up. So you need to just click next here and choose the country of residence, your language, and your time zone. Then if you're using a US keyboard, make sure to check this box and click next. Now enter your preferred username and password. If you would like to use Wi-Fi, choose your network, click next, and enter the password. Choose Chromium or Firefox web browser and click next. Choose if you want to update your software. Note if you are not using a wired or a wireless network connection, you will not be able to update your software. So once you click next, you'll have to wait for about 10 to 15 minutes. Afterward, make sure to click OK. Click Restart to enact your new changes. If you want to learn how to use your Raspberry Pi, including features like Chromium, File Manager, and the terminal, make sure to click on the video on the screen now.